Tall Filipino, Chinese, and or Indonesian boy that is 5'10", right? Or talaga lalaki. Hold on. Patula lalaki, aking computer does not work right. Pero, me o ako negro Americano lalaki. Well below 5'6" or 167 centimeters, which is age 30 años. Right? I'm sorry. I'm speaking from what is it, Deon? It's an Indonesian to Tagalog and Spanish, or better yet, Spanilog, Danan, Indonesian. I don't know why, cause who cares? So I hope this does not come them off the wrong way. Deon, it shouldn't. And it's 4:47, the 26th of October on Sunday. Asian boys are hot. I'm sorry. I need to be honest. They are really intimidating. And they're kind of scary in a way. I'll explain why. I hope this doesn't come off as fetishizing. So, these are just 3 random boys that I basically found on Pinterest, right? Because it's difficult to find some online, especially since, well, aking computer freezes a tan talaga, pero, aking play day all I could, right? I mean, sorry. This is all I could do at the moment here. So if I could describe on the left side, right? And by the way, I know 2 of them have abs. Pero the one in the middle, right? He doesn't have any abs, and he's still hot. And I'll go in detail. If you think this is weird, and I know how YouTube is, I don't want to put the word naked because they were thinking it's sexual. Well, they were just shirtless and well in their gym suits, swimming shorts, or beach shorts, or at the gym. So beach, swimming, and gym. Wait, that's the same thing. Okay, tourist, swimming, and gym. So the one on the left, right? I don't know how to describe what oh my, his abs are hot. Excuse me. I don't know if he's Japanese. Another one, the one in the middle has to be Filipino, right? Because I could tell by the nose. The one on the right, okay, the one on the right has to be Japanese. The one in the middle looks like he's oh dear. You look like he'd be Japanese and no, Deon, he looks more. Is he like Chinese and Thai mixed? He looks more Thai. It goes to show you, right? Asians do not look the same. Yes, they originate in the same continent, pero they don't. Okay. Every Asian country, yes, they may look similar. They're not. It's the same thing if you think about Ukrainian or a Russian or a Polish person. They're different. Definitely keep that in mind. Let's see. The one on the left, God, his abs though, and his navel too. I love his pecs. I love his tattoos, to be honest. I really like how fit he is, and he's pretty muscular. Well, he's muscular toned, right? And I do love his hair as well. Kind of gives me K-pop vibes in a way. I try to watch a little bit more K-pop because I know Dumbo and Mia does, right? And for my girls, which or boys, like, okay, we don't need to make this sexual, but who do you think is most attractive? For me personally, I do like the one in the third. I like all of them. I like the third one because his navel is kind of big. What I was like when he stretches. Yet again, I like the first one because his nipples are large. Darn it, this is hard. I can't choose. I may have to go with the. Oh no. I guess I could probably go with the first one. Anyway, the one in the middle, what I really find him as attractive because his navel is pretty deep and big, right? If it wasn't for my fetish, I'd probably want to find all types of men as attractive. And also, what I really do like about him is that he's wearing a necklace as well. YouTube, do not think this is sexual because I know what you think last time because of the audio. Well, maybe it's because I have the word naked in the title. I don't know. YouTube is strange. You'll be surprised. Okay? I do like his hair, though. It's so weird. He looks like he's Filipino and Chinese mixed to me because I know some Chinese boys do have hair like that, but I don't know. Again, 1% of Filipinos, they do have Chinese DNA. You'd be surprised, but I could tell he is because of his nose. Because the thing is, Filipinos' noses are tend to be a little flat because of the, let's just say, Pacific ancestry, kinda. You know, they do have Spanish ancestry. It's a little complicated, right? That's why the nose is a little bit fat, which I like. I do like how bulky or, at the end, I think that's the term. Yes, bulky he is. Also, this does to see the waistline of his underwear. That's a big plus, and he looks tall too. And then the one in the third, I really love. I don't know what symbol that is in Mandarin. I do not know what that is, but I really like how he actually has a tattoo on his left pec, and he's wearing an adorable, looks like one of those child necklaces, bracelets. That's pretty attractive. And I noticed that he's wearing those wireless um, iPhones. I'm not sure, and I do like his hair. It kind of gives me that little Justin Bieber look because one of my crushes growing up back when I was in high school actually had one of those hairstyles, if I remember correctly. And I do like how he's a little orange. Okay, tan. Okay. And I do love the way I can see his underwear too. I always wonder why boys do that at the gym. It's so attractive. And I notice how his pecs or his nipples a little bit small, but he still has a great body. And I do like his necklace as well. I just noticed all three of these boys were necklaces. The first two are chain necklaces, and that other one, he's more of like a basic type of necklace. So the reason why I'm going to share this is because, well, there's something that I read on Reddit, and if this does go viral, I could do more about why I find Asians attractive. I do want to keep the Indians ones separate, even though they're considered Asian, because I know this will confuse a lot of people, considering that, well, India, they are the most populated people, right? And they have their own subcontinent. I like to keep them separate, right? And of course, I know it's kind of funny that Middle Easterns are considered Asian. It's kind of weird how that works because I always consider them African, but they are in Asia, but in the far Western Asia, right? They're considered Arabs, obviously. Because after what I've been looking up on social media, or let's just say some cartoons in the past, a ton of people always tend to think that, oh yeah, if you Asian, right? You Asian, you weak. You Asian, you have small penis, right? Something like that. I don't know where the heck these comes from because for what I've been seeing, especially on Reddit and Twitter, oh no. It's the other way around. You'd be surprised. And I want this to have my Asian viewers, right, especially the boys, to not feel awful about their ethnicity, because I just want to say this, okay? At least from an aesthetic point of view. Also, I just couldn't sleep because of my insomnia, and I ate the rest of that. And my mouth is dry. My second half muffin, I'm still a bit hungry, I guess. Maybe it's just because I'm just so isolated. I really find Asians deeply attractive because for some reason they look amazing with abs, aka six packs, or basically bulky. I don't know why. I find it scary because I have this fantasy I want to get beaten up by an Asian boy, I think, especially if they're tall and call me the F word. I don't know why. I'm sorry, that's not a healthy fantasy, but I want to confess saying that because I do get a little bit curious when I do see Asian boys that have bodies like this, because a ton of people, again, always thinking that they're submissive. I don't know why people think that. Is this submissive to you? Okay, I'm talking about aesthetically. No, they don't. They look pretty dominant, right? We're not talking about sex, let's just talk about appearance-wise. Really, like for me personally, they really give me that masculine appearance, right? And not that I want to be feminine either. Absolutely not. I just want to give a great example because of how people do believe in these awful stereotypes and it's not healthy. And I don't know. There's something about Asians, especially when they're really tall height. It makes me nervous, but in a really flattering way as well. I think it's because of that fan of mine. Because I think some people have seen that video. I don't know how well my channel is doing because I don't check my analytics I mean, I do cover up the screen with a cloth just to see what's getting most viewed. I don't check the rest of it because I don't want to get discouraged. I know my channel isn't doing that well to start off. Um, when I seen him, right, he was basically the height that you see in the beginning of the video, right? I just want to give a little teaser, and he was gigantic. Not even 6 foot, and he was so tall. I got nervous. I did. And let's just say that, I'm sorry, I hope that doesn't sound like a, doesn't make me sound like a weirdo. He was half Filipino, half Mexican. He was tall. I mean, I still remember that when you're about to go somewhere, right? I was leaning up to his shoulder. It was so intimidating. I'm thinking, my Buddha, that boy grew. You know, technically, I think you'd be, what, stand, at 6'3", yeah? In the Philippines, I think? Which is gigantic. You know, for people to say that's not tall, you're delusional. Okay? Heck, like, let's just say, I guess I'm overreacting, because 5'6" is considered short, but let's just say 5'7" is pretty giant compared to me. Right? I know that's crazy. Yes, I'm that short. I'm not telling you my height. I'm not. I like to keep it a secret. Right? I don't mind people guessing, but I'm not telling you. And, you know, there's something about an Asian man that just grows really tall. It's really attractive. Right? I hope YouTube doesn't remove this. I'll be really upset. And down below if you want, just in case anything ever happens, because I've got to wait 3 months. I'm not waiting that long. No. I would be upset if I had to wait that long. Feel free to share the URL only if you want. Because I feel awful that Dumbo has a deuce. He did so much for me. I want all of you to know that. Okay? Because, again, I did something like this before and YouTube removed it. I don't know why. It's insane. So, I'm just going to be really careful on the titles, I guess. I don't know. The titles bothers YouTube a lot. I can't even put the word self-harm without them removing it. But, I'm not kidding. It's just something I just wanted to share since I've been curious to look up some social media about Asian boys, you know, just for a little bit, and I've just been shy talking about it, and I'm just amazed that Asian boys like this even exist, you know? Especially the first one. What I really find attractive is Asians that can grow facial hair. That's a big plus. I guess it's because since I know they're known for not growing facial hair as much, let's just say compared to Indians, right, or Arabs, even though I find it really attractive equally. It makes me curious because it's so uncommon, right? I guess it might be the same way if Asians thinks that all blacks are tall. No. Personally, I'm not even female height in many Asian countries. I'm not telling you. Okay? I'm not telling you. Well, let's just say I'm really small. Okay? I am. Like, if I can get I don't want to say it. I want to keep it a secret. Okay? And, you know, just looking up these different types, it just makes me kind of fantasize a bit. I wonder how it's like. You know? This... Okay, I'm going too far. I don't want to make this inappropriate. But what I'm just trying to say is people need to stop believing these stereotypes, though, because they can be a little bit harmful. Like, there are healthy ones, but this is a harmful one for people to thinking, oh, yeah, if you're an Asian, you're really small down here, you're short, you're weak. No. If that's the case, look at Jackie Chan. Okay? He can basically beat people up, right? And he does his own stunts, and he is really healthy for a man of his age, and he just have like an average type of body, right? But he knows how to fight, right? I know if I have any Chinese viewers, you know what I'm talking about. And by the way, it's 12 o'clock sharp right now. But it's just something I just want to add because I've just been really curious. And yeah, I guess that's one thing I just want to share. Pardon me. And another thing that I really love seeing online is interracial couples. Big plus. Okay, because I saw one, you know, I can't look at it right now because I had to record this in the end. It was like an adorable couple. One that's black. She reminded me of a classmate that I knew in high school that was that's dating a Korean man. I think they had a child together, and she looked adorable. And I just had to say, it's really awesome. It really is. I just wanted to share this for my Asians out there. I thank you a ton for viewing my videos and enjoying my channel. Okay, it means a lot. I could basically share the names. Sadly, a couple of them haven't been on it for a while. I hope that they're doing well, and I hope that they haven't lost interest. And also, this will be a little bit off topic, even though YouTube won't, or not YouTube, TikTok won't let me upload because, like I said, my map book is outdated. I actually have some viewers in Thailand. I'm thinking, why? I mean, maybe it's because didn't want to kill a bug, and I did put the word Buddhist in it. That may have to do with it. I don't know. Okay, because I know how tall people are. So, hell, if you're Thai, that's a plus. But I just wanted to share this, considering that I apologize deeply for the iMovie Maker trademark. I can't remove it. Sucks. I'm probably no. I'm not gonna screenshot everything. I could just use the wallpaper thing because I'll just take too much work and the map book will freeze. But that's just how I see about Asian men, so to speak, right? Because or boys. Well, I like to use both terms, right? Because basically, again, people thinking that the typical Asian man doesn't look like this. Oh, yes, they can. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. You know, they have amazing bodies. All three of these boys do. So I just had to share this, and yeah, I just hope for my Asians or my Asian boys, you are not offended because I just wanted to share this by experience because, well, I just, get a little bit nervous among them. I don't know why. I kind of get intimidated. I think it's because of where I was treated. That probably had to be why. It's a long story. I don't want to go there. You know, I always thought I feel that I had to be, let's just say, I don't like him, ISO Speed, just to be treated raw by Asians. I know Asians like him, but I'm the opposite of him. Plus, ISO Speed is much, much taller than I am. So, yeah, I just had to share that, and I always thinking that Asian boys have nice navels. Especially Filipino ones, because it's so deep and big. It kind of makes my heart skip. I don't know why. Anyway, I just hope this is not appropriate. Also, I like how their eyes are a little bit slanted. I don't know why. It's really attractive. I just do not know why, especially when they smile. Don't smile. I would get scared. I would get butterflies in my chest. I just had to assure that. But yeah, I need to get out more. I've been stuck in here for 14 months. Oh, God, it feels like I'm in COVID lockdown, but, life sentence.